Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with Mr. Truck, and we are going to be towing all of that with this. This big truck here, which is a 2015 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 with the Duramax diesel. And what is it rated at towing, Ken?
This one is a little over 22,000.
And how much are we towing today?
We're towing a little over 19,000.
19,000 with 2 trailers, folks, and that's coming up next. Not much has changed since 2014. This is a Duramax, a 6.6 liter diesel that puts out 397 horsepower, but more importantly, 765 pound-feet of torque, all the way down at 1600 RPM. And it's hooked up to a 6-speed Allison transmission. This one is a 4-wheel drive, so it has slightly less towing capacity than the 2-wheel drive version. How are we braking going down this hill?
Well, we're grade shifting, doing excellent. We got the exhaust brake, we got to turn that on. So now we have all the help in the world. We got the engine slowing us down, we got the brakes slowing us down, we got the transmission slowing us down, and the trailer if we need it. Now I set the gain back down to 6. It was on 7, but because we have powerful brakes in the front trailer, they're electric over hydraulic disc brakes, hydraulic disc, very powerful. So I had to back the gain up, or we would be locking up, not locking up. It would be braking hard and smoking. We don't need that. We got plenty of control where we are. So it's just where it should be. We're at 6 gain on the integrated brake controller. This is the first year GM has had an integrated brake controller works with electric over hydraulics. So they're finally realizing that these guys with these big 1-tons are pulling the big trailers. And you need big brakes.
General Motors has seriously taken it up a notch when it comes to the interiors of their trucks, especially this one. We're talking about different tones, different types of woods. There are 3 different textures in here, just right here at the door. Altogether, it is one of the nicer interiors, and frankly, I think it's taking the lead over Dodge, well, sorry, Ram, and Ford. The exterior hasn't really changed that much. It's a little bit on the soft side, but at least you get these nice little steps that are so easy to pull out, but at least they're easy to put away. It feels like altogether that it's a very competent combined system, that everything's working together in proper unison.
Right, we have almost redundant systems. We have several systems, backing up systems, 3 different systems helping us control this vehicle coming down, and we're towing 19,000 pounds. This is a Reweigh, my ticket number 9352. Got everything balanced really well. The tongue weight's being shared between the trailers. We've got 2,000 pound of tongue weight on the truck, so we can, it's got enough weight to be controllable. Everything's balanced about right. The trailers look level, so our brakes are working at their 100% capacity when we need them. That's kind of unique to Chevy. When you're using your exhaust brake and your grade shifting, it will let the RPMs run higher than most trucks will. Because it's knowing it's not redlining to where it's going to blow the engine up. There's no fuel going in there. So it's letting that go up there to help, with slowing down the vehicle also.
So as we're going downhill, no fuel's entering, but the pistons are still moving around, and it's still,
that's right. It's a big air compressor is what it is right now. So they're using that effect of the air compressor to help control the truck too. So this has got a lot of systems to make you feel safe towing this much weight. In pulling 2 trailers like this, several things are important. You want to have the right lights, you want to have everything hooked up brake-wise. We have our wires going all the way through. We have electric brakes on the bumper pull. We have hydraulic brakes on the gooseneck. Very powerful brakes. So we've got 4 axles that are braking for us behind the truck.
This is still a vehicle that a regular licensed driver can go and buy and yet handle that much weight. That's incredible.
Yeah, if you were an RV and totally recreational, you can haul this kind of weight, not necessarily need a CDL. So when you pass that threshold of being commercial.
And all the wires work, the lights work, the blinkers work, they all work from the cab. Your brake controller runs both trailers, which is a good safety thing to look at. Now this one we have loaded with 2 water totes, as we got the weight on here.
Just made it down. We are now at the braking point to Andre, the angry Russian mechanic, to see what our braking temperature is.
Впереди 408.
Holy cow!
408.
I didn't think I was braking that much.
Okay.
Сзади 227.
All right.
Yeah, a little higher than I thought it would be.
227.
Now you got all those trailer axles.
See, that's what I was expecting from the front, was over 200.
Yeah.
But it's still not too bad. I mean, and the braking's been working excellent.
87.
Front brake control.
First trailer, 87.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. I've got those centromatic balancers on there. And
Oh,
dust
so it's
covers.
blocking the...
They keep some of the heat off too, but they're for balance.
91.
Run, Andre, run.
91.
The back's a little, of course, there's no shields on the back. Yeah, those are disc brakes on the front. They will actually dissipate heat better than the brake drums. Or like a cave where all the heat stays in the drum.
Я ничего
So
не
that makes
понимаю. Ну
sense.
ладно, молодец.
Okay.
Okay, he's good with that.
Okay.
And I think he said something about my mother. He usually does.
I like the way the new Chevys and GMCs look. I think they're aggressive without being, overwrought. But at the same time, if you don't like chrome, you're not going to like this very much. That's the most chrome I've seen on a front end of any truck thus far.
Here we go.
Launch all missiles. Oh, we're spinning. Whoa, we're on gravel. Whoa, there's a big pile of dust behind us.
And away we go.
Power.
Okay. So folks, we're towing 2 trailers. We're going up the hill. This is the Gauntlet. I've got the timer. Average time has been around the 8-minute zone. We've got a little above, a little below. What we're trying to do is maintain a legal speed limit, which may be, it may necessitate wide open throttle. Considering that we've got 19,000 pounds behind us, it's bucking a little bit. You know, the bucking is actually coming from the 3rd trailer, right?
Yes, the looseness of any kind of a ball hitch on a bumper pole, that pin has always got some slack.
Feels like it's over exaggerated almost.
Yes,
Boy.
when you got 2 trailers together, you're going to have a little more exaggerated bump.
So you can legally haul in Colorado a gooseneck with a bumper pull. You can't do 2 bumper pulls. And that has to do with the sway and the control of the trailers. Gooseneck's very controllable. The bumper pull needs a little help. Now these are all ball connections. This is a socket ball. This happens to be a 2 5/16 ball. And that's what everything's to. And it's a socket like your shoulder. So everything stays nice and tight and you get less jerk out of it. The gooseneck is also a 2 5/16 ball. Of course rated higher, but it's a socket type. This is a real nice combination for controlling 2 trailers.
Wow, you can feel that. But it's, I mean, any truck would be doing the same thing, right?
Yes, that's got nothing to do with the Silverado. It's the configuration of the trailers we're using. We had 19,000 pounds. We are doing well, and we are going uphill.
Yep, at 60 miles per hour.
But we've done this right with the brakes. This one here is full of metal hitches. That's where we got close to 9,000 pounds. This one's a little heavier. Usually you have the front trailer a little heavier. In this case, it equaled out to where this one's around 10,000 pounds, and it's towing very straight down the road, braking very straight, handling very well, the combination we have.
65 is the maximum speed limit of this hill, and of course we won't exceed it. But there are cases to where you might need to get a little extra run up to some of these hills. Now here's the problem. With 2 trailers behind us, we're going to have a hell of a hard time weaving in and out of traffic. So we're
Yes.
kind of, if any truck is ahead of us going really slow, we're kind of stuck.
Yeah, you're going to be my co-pilot for this. Try to plot out and hit me when I can't see.
I'll do my best.
Here's my gooseneck connection. It happens to be the same size ball as what I have for my bumper pull. This is adjustable, so you can vary. You want to make sure your trailer is level, your brakes work better, everything tows better when it's level. You got plenty of bed rail clearance on this gooseneck. And two, we've got some weight on the back of this trailer, so it actually lifts up a little bit on the gooseneck. So we've got very little tongue weight on this truck. We've got just the right amount. I shouldn't say very little, we got just the right amount. It's balanced out well, it's towing well, it's controlling well, but that's what you want to do. You want to adjust your neck, get all that fine-tuned, but we're actually relieving some of that pressure by having that second trailer on the hitch.
One of the reasons we do this test, and Kent has been doing this for a long time, this is one of the most extreme tests you can do when towing. You think about it, you're basically pushing your maximum weight. We're going up to nearly 12,000 feet. It's just over 11,000 feet actually.
Yeah.
And we're starting at over 8,000 feet, so there's a bit of a climb. And that climb is steep. This is one of the steepest highways in the United States, and it's one of the highest. So it does take a lot. Even with a turbocharger on top of your diesel, you're going to lose power.
That's right. We're right under 3,000 RPM. I wish I knew what gear we were in, General Motors. Please give us a gear.
Yeah, it doesn't show a gear. It just says drive.
Yeah, that's nice to have. Because when you're trying to test something that's great, it'd be nice to know at what point, at what speed, at what gear.
I mean, we know it's a 6-speed automatic. It's an Allison, right?
Yes. Also be a T1000. This is basically the same transmission they came out with in 2001 with, of course, some upgrades.
This is a Class 5 hitch on this. This is actually rated to tow 19,300 without weight distributing, which is pretty remarkable. And they have this reducer on there so you can still get to a 2-inch hitch. It fits in there real nice and stays put. The pin holds everything in, but this lip is what's magical about it. You slide it in, you're done. On some of these vehicles, you have to move that sleeve in and out with your third hand while you slide the receiver hitch in there, your stinger, your drawbar, but not with the GM one.
Something to keep in mind, guys. We're towing 2 trailers. That means that there are several axles behind us creating more drag. So despite the weight and despite the overall tongue weight and everything else that we have to deal with, we're also dealing with extra drag, not just aerodynamically, but with those extra axles. And that doesn't help, believe me. So having this 2-trailer setup is definitely a punishing way to test a truck.
Yeah, it's an extreme way to do it, which is what we do.
That's what we do.
We're extreme.
Yep. We're hardcore like that. If Roman was here, you'd say something like, we be hardcore or something, because he's a victim of the 80s. Well, we're doing pretty good, but I've noticed we're starting to trail off just a little bit. So what are we at now?
We're right at, check out this number, looks like 45.
So folks, we have something very interesting going on here when it comes to sag, and that is, well, it was 40 in a corner when we put this trailer on, and then it changed. We saw it sag a little bit, but what happened?
Well, it's back to about where it was, 40 1/4 loaded and empty, and we only have a 2,000 pound tongue weight in there. The second trailer is pushing down on the first trailer and actually lifts up a little bit. So we're really balanced well. This makes a nice design. We got to continue to do that because that's not causing any stress on the truck the way we're pulling this.
Yeah, we're at 8 minutes and 30 seconds, so we're already well over the time. Once again, super heavyweight 2 trailers.
See, I'm touching the jack of the trailer, and this is the full-length bed, the 8-foot bed, and it's a 7-foot nose, but you can see I'm very close. One thing you want to look at, now these gooseneck balls a lot of the times are 2 inches ahead of the axle, sometimes 4. That gives you that front axle weight that makes the truck stay still and not wander. But I can't test out the easy drop tailgate when I'm jackknifed. I have to be straight in line to get my 1-inch clearance before my jack on my trailer.
Some of you guys have questioned why we don't pop these things down into different gears. And there's a very simple reason for it. We want to do the very basics to allow the vehicle to work the way it was designed. So when they have a tow haul mode, which most of these trucks do, we put it in that mode and we just let it go and let it choose what it needs to do. That's also going downhill. We don't shift gears. We let the truck take care of all that. In this case, this GM did really well.
Yeah, that's right. That's a fair way to do it. Otherwise, it's all wrapped around the skill of the driver.
Yeah.
If you let us manually shift it, it could be a different person driving next time. And to be fair, we want the truck to do its job.
Also, you might be wondering how much this baby costs. Well, its as-tested price is just a hair over $65,000. You might think that's a lot, but look at the other vehicles in this bracket, and you're going to find that's a very competitive price, considering what you get for the money.
We're almost there, almost there. Another 100 feet. No, more like 200 feet. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Trying to get it under 10 seconds. All right.
What do we get?
9 minutes and 59 seconds.
Well, there you go. That's not a bad time.
That's not bad at all.
We lost a few seconds at the end. What was our
The-
decimal?
Yeah, it was 69.
Well,
69.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
We're back out of the tunnel. So our average was pretty much 3 miles per gallon,
Miles to the gallon, yeah.
and that was tearing up the hill, wide open throttle. We averaged over 50. I would say, what about, say, 55 miles per hour?
Yeah, we dipped down to 45 was about our low speed going up there.
Yeah, but that was near the end, right, when we had to slow down.
Right, it was yeah.
Now I know nearly 10 minutes seems like an awful lot of time to go up the Ike Gauntlet. Normally we average around 8 minutes, but you got to remember we're talking about an awful lot of drag and an awful lot of weight. And what did we maintain? What, 55 miles per hour rate?
Yeah, the lowest we hit was 45, and that's with 19,000 pounds of trailer.
That's right, and we averaged 3 miles per gallon, which was with wide open throttle, baby. So all in all, I say this is a competent truck, and it's especially good with holding gears and exhaust braking. And what else does this thing have? It's incredible.
Well, you got grade shifting, exhaust brakes, you've got 4 axles with brakes on them, you got hydraulic brakes back there, so it's a very comfortable drive, very confident feel you got from the rig we have.
I gotta say, this was a great rig, and this is a really good HD test. I'm sorry to say our interns are mentally disturbed and they like Chevys, so this is a fail, don't buy it.
The interns were driving in that Ford. They looked
Yeah,
pretty
they
happy
were,
in
yeah, I
that Ford.
thought one of them had a spray paint can. He was doing some bow ties. Folks, go to tfltruck.com for news, views, and reviews, and we will be doing more dually testing in the near future.
In high country.
High country.